Hi, teacher and students. My name is Mario Jair Cervantes Gonzalez. This is my presentation of the topic expressing regret and describing hypothetical situations. In this topic, we will deal could have, should have, and would have. These past modal verbs are used hypothetically to talk about things that didn't really happen in the past. Could have plus past participle. Number one, could have plus past participle means that something was possible in the past, or you had the ability to something in the past, but that you didn't do it. For example, for situations, I could have stayed up late, but I decided to go to bed early. Number two, they could have won the race, but they didn't try hard enough. Number three, Julie could have bought the book, but she bought in from the library instead. And number four, he could have studied harder, but we has too lazy, and that's why he failed the exam. Could have plus past participle means that something wasn't possible in the past, even if you had wanted to do it. And for example, two situations, I couldn't have arrived earlier. There was a terrible traffic jam. It was impossible for me to have arrived earlier. And number two, he couldn't have passed the exam. Have if he had studied harder. It's really a really difficult exam. We use could have plus past participle. We want to make a guess about something that happened in the past. In this case, we don't know if what we're saying is true or not true. We're just talking about our opinion of what maybe happened. For example, why is John late? He could have got stuck in traffic, or he could have forgotten that we were meeting today, or he could have oversplit. We can also choose to use may have plus past participle to mean the same thing. Um, for example, he might have got stuck in traffic. He might have forgotten that we were meeting today, or he might well have stuck in traffic. Should have plus past participle um, can mean something that would have been a good idea, but that you didn't do it. It's like giving advice about the past when where you said it someone else, or regretting what you did or didn't do when you're talking about yourself. For example, I should have done an internship while I was in college, or I should have made a savings account when I worked, or I should have studied more before my exam. Should have plus past participle means that something was good idea, but you didn't eat any good. For example, two situations, I should have eaten so much cake. I didn't eat a lot of for cake. Oh no, I don't feel good. Or example number two, you shouldn't have called me when you arrived. You didn't call me and was so worried. I wish that you had called me. We can also you should have plus past participle to talk about something that if everything is a normal, okay, we think has already happened, but we're not certain that everything is fine. So we will should have and not the present perfect or past simple. Is often used with by now. For example, his plans should have arrived by now. If everything is fine, the plane has arrived. And John should have finished work by now. If everything is normal, John has finished work. We can also use to talk about something that will live happening if everything was fine. What happen. For example, Lucy should have arrived by now, but she hasn't. Would have plus participle part of the trial conditional. For example, if I had had enough money, I would have bought a car. But I didn't have enough money, so I didn't buy a car. Because will and will can also be used to show if you want to something or not. We can also use would have plus past participle to talk about something you wanted to do but didn't. This is very similar to the third conditional, but we don't need an if clause. For example, three situation. I would have gone to the party, but I was really busy. I wanted to go to the party, but I didn't because I was busy. If I hadn't been so busy, I would have gone to the party. Number two, I would have called you, but I didn't know your number. I want to call you, but I didn't know your number, so I didn't call you. Or number three, nobody volunteered to help you with fire. I will help you. I didn't know you needed help. If I had known that you need help, I would have helped you. This is the end of my presentation, and this is how we call use expressing, interpret, and describing hypothetical situation. We must pay close attention of the situations and the structures that will be used to structure them correct. So thank you for attention.